Hey, Scott, literally a bounce. That's because the Indiana Convention Center here is hosting the Grassroots Showcase this weekend. That's a girls' basketball tournament, and it's also a big bright spot for downtown hotels. And the weather? It's a bright spot for downtown restaurants who have come to rely on outdoor dining. Here on Mass Ave, a good lunch crowd with some starting the Labor Day weekend early.
Definitely getting an early start. It's lovely outside. How could you not?
Still, Jonathan Coffin says with COVID, everything just feels different.
I think we're going to do our best to still keep up with some of the normal trappings of seeing people and doing something fun and taking advantage of the 4-day weekend or 3-day weekend, depending on what it is, but just trying to do it safely.
For many, Labor Day is the end of summer, and for restaurants on Mass Ave, it's the end of the street closure meant to help them expand outdoor dining.
I mean, if we didn't have this, I'm not sure how any of us on this block could really survive.
Greg Harden says he's applied for a permit to keep his space until the end of November.
It's really important we capitalize on these summer and end of fall months as much as we can, because we're all terrified of winter and what's coming.
The Convention Center, meantime, hosting another girls' basketball tournament this weekend. Like the other 5 tournaments this summer, it's expected to draw 9,000 people, most staying at downtown hotels like the Hyatt. The sales director, Shelley Mayer, says 80% of their rooms are booked. She says the occupancy here at the hotel hasn't been this high since pre-pandemic.
And so this just allows us to bring some of our team members back and get them back to working.
It will not be a big holiday weekend for bars and nightclubs. They can't reopen until Tuesday and with table seating only. Still, Marion County's public health director is warning people to play it safe no matter where they spend the holiday.
I do not want to see the community repeat the surge we witnessed after the 4th of July.
And you see the sign here at the Convention Center, no masks, no entry, and that's what Dr. Kane is saying. She wants people, no matter where you are, to remember your mask and to remember social distancing. Scott?
Yeah, Mary, our city has lost so much convention business and with it lots of dollars. How much is that basketball tournament expected to bring in?
The economic impact is expected to be about $1.1 million. Now, that's not a lot compared to all the other big events the city has hosted. But again, when you have a pandemic, every single dollar counts. Scott?
Yeah, we'll take it. Mary, thanks so much. Dr. Anthony Fauci has a warning today just for Hoosiers and 6 other states here in the Midwest. The nation's top COVID-19 expert told the Bloomberg News that Indiana is specifically at risk of a surge if Hoosiers are careless this weekend.
We don't want to see a repeat of the surges that we have seen following other holiday weekends. We don't want to see a surge under any circumstances, but particularly as we go on the other side of Labor Day and enter into the fall, we want to go into that with a running start in the right direction. We don't want to go into that with another surge that we have to turn around again.
Now, Dr. Fauci has specifically mentioned Indiana's positivity rate. So you see on this graph here, that dotted line, that shows the 7-day average, and it has been dropping since early July, but over the last few days, that line shifted as our positivity rate has now climbed up to 7.4%. The goal is to be below that red line you see there, which is 5%. Earlier this week, state health officials also warned us about being careful this weekend. We've had several days, including today, where Indiana has reported more than 1,000 new positive tests of COVID-19.
Well, there are some big events going on this weekend over the holiday. For example, the U.S. Nationals, yep, they're on schedule, taking place like they do every Labor Day at Lucas Oil Raceway on the west side between Claremont and Brownsburg. Also in Kentucky, Kentucky Derby is this weekend. No fans inside Churchill Downs to watch it this year, but you can watch it, maybe even wear a hat, make a mint julep in the safety of your own home. We'll be broadcasting it for you here, right here on Channel 13. It gets started at 2:30 on Saturday afternoon.